Shout out to LYNCAST for gifting me this projector to try out. There's 3 crucial things you should know about this projector, so stick around to the end because the final test might completely change your decision. I'm going to be comparing this to the knockoff version of one that I've had. Today I'm testing the Lumina X7 smart projector in real-world conditions and comparing it side by side with a basic no-name projector. Specifications, I'm going to be testing the brightness, the automatic setup, the sound, the streaming features, the controls, and the overall picture quality to see whether those upgrades actually make a noticeable difference. First thing I want to note is the size. This LYNCAST projector is noticeably bigger than this knockoff brand one. I do like that they both come with remotes. This is the LYNCAST remote, which has an awesome talk-in feature, which is cool. And this is just a basic remote. So nothing too fancy about these two. They look similar, but I like that this one has a talk-in one. LYNCAST also comes with an HDMI cable for you to connect to a computer. So you can have that direct connection. The other one does not. This also comes with a cleaning kit as well. So let's put these side by side and test out everything I just talked about. The first crucial thing is brightness and picture quality. The Lumina's X7 is advertised as 2000 ANSI lumens, which a native 1080p resolution and support for 4K and 8K decoding. To be completely clear, this is not a native 4K projector. It displays content at native 1080 resolution, but it can decode and play higher resolution contents. Let's do this side-by-side comparison so you can see. Let's turn on just a typical knockoff projector. Turning it on with the remote. And that's what it looks like. Now, compare that with turning this one on, the Lumina X7. Check out the difference. Wow. You can just see the difference in brightness, and there's still light outside. It's pretty light outside. So the difference in projector color and lightness and brightness is huge. Now turning off the X7, you can see that the no-name projector is still watchable in a dark room, but once I introduce some ambient light, its image starts to look more faded and washed out. Now turning on X7, you can see that there's much better with regular indoor ambient lighting, such as lamps or indirect daylight coming through the window. I would not use any projector under harsh, direct outdoor sunlight, but for a living room that's not completely dark, this is one that produces a much clearer and much usable image. It has also claimed to be 18,000 to 1 contrast ratio, 10-bit color depth, and a 93% color gamut. The specifications aside, what makes this to me, the image looks so real. Let's try some testing. Now, if you don't want to add in numbers by pitching each button like this, you could just sign on to the app like this. And you could type it in directly from your phone instead of using the button on the remote. Definitely great time saver. Okay, I'm going to compare the amount of time from turning it on to going to play something on YouTube. So, putting on the no brand projector right now. Let's see, timing this. From turning it on to getting YouTube on. Then checking out the quality of the projector. Quality isn't so bad. It's definitely not as bright as the X7. So it took about 20 seconds to get to the home page, and then going to YouTube, hitting that up. I always always have internet connection issues with this. Open the network settings. There we go. And then we're gonna hit this one. It took about about a minute. Now let's look at the quality of this one. Now let's turn on the X7. Wow, it's already bigger. And you'll notice that this will auto adjust. And let's set a timer on how long till we get YouTube starting. The other one was about 55 seconds or so. There's a YouTube there. You can screencast right there, HDMI. Everything is close up. And I love how it scans the room to adjust the screen for you. There it is. And we will play. You can also have a mouse option here to make it a clickable mouse. So you can move it around. And I will click this one. You can have a side-by-side view. You'll notice that this will recalibrate. Wow. And it even recalibrates even on the wall, like it's perfectly shaped. Now this is the knockoff brand one here on the side. I will play it again and see if you can see a difference. See how light that one is compared to that one? Shutting that one off. And we can put this full screen. With this one, every time I move it, I have to manually recalibrate it, which is super annoying. And with this, you just move it and it does it all by yourself. When you're hosting and you have people, you definitely don't want to keep recalibrating it based on where your projector is. So that is a huge advantage. The X7 can project from approximately 60 inches up to 200 inches, depending on the room and placement. At a very large size, you will naturally get the best in a darker environment, but the native 1080 picture remains sharp enough for movies, sports, casual gaming, and even family night. The second crucial thing is how easy the projector is to set up. With many inexpensive projectors, you spend several minutes manually adjusting the focus and the Keystone correction, but especially with this, it can be kind of off-centered. Watch what happens when I move the Lumina X7 to the side. It automatically detects the new position, adjusts the focus, corrects the image shape, and fits the picture into the back of the screen. It includes obstacle avoidance, screen fitting, and orientation detection. Now I'm performing the same test with the no-name projector. Now with this projector, you just turn it to the side. You'll see it's all misshaped and you have to manually program it. You'll see it just doesn't adjust. You'll see that it's tilted and you have to manually readjust it. X7 has a 180-degree rotation design, so it gives you placement options. You can aim it towards the wall or rotate it up to the ceiling. This could be useful for watching movies in bed or watching in them outside on numerous different types of screens. It weighs about 4 pounds and measures 8.9 inches long, 5.7 inches wide, and 7 inches tall. It's not pocket size, but it's compact enough to carry in a small backpack or move around the house without much trouble. The third crucial thing is the smart operating system and controls. So many cool features with this. The X7 runs Android 14 and includes access to Google Play Store with thousands of apps and hundreds of free live channels. You can open supported streaming apps such as Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, Tubi, Disney directly from the app. So easy with this, or you can even use your phone as a remote through the app. So you don't even need to connect a separate streaming stick with this. That gives you, the X7 is a major advantage over just a basic projector, which requires sometimes a lot of external devices and is a lot faster and has a better picture quality than the generic ones. Navigation though is one of the most interesting features of this. The included remote has a voice control right there, and it also has a little mouse pad so you can make it a little mouse remote. I can press the microphone and I can search for a movie or an app just by using my voice. So the Air Mouse allows me to use the pointer around the screen by moving the remote. This feels so much faster than just pressing click, click, click. So that's a nice feature that I have, designed for a touch screen navigation. The Lumina Go app is another feature you should not overlook. The app is awesome. You can use your phone as a remote because you know if you have kids, you will lose this, and you can operate it. You can use the punch pad to punch your email and the passwords a lot better than click, click, click or pointing to it. So it's a lot faster, and information is much easier on the phone than selecting every letter individually with a standard remote. So now let's test the built-in audio. That has been surprisingly good, being it's so small. The X7 includes a 20-watt HiFi speaker system with Dolby Atmos and high-res audio support. Let's listen to both projector speakers and then you can make your own decision on that. Just listening to the audio. Let's make this louder.
It's okay. I'm almost there. Oops. It's okay. I'll clean it up. No, I can do it.
You can make it louder.
Here's the paper towels. And I'll make a start on the omelette, honey.
Wow.
Just crack the eggs.
Can I help crack the eggies?
Sure, honey. How about I sort this out and you get started on the eggs? Grab a silver bowl from the cupboard.
Okay. Is this one okay?
Oh man, getting hungry.
I am so impressed with the speaker quality on this projector. Can you tell?
How many eggs are in an omelette?
3 or 4?
I'm hungry.
And who doesn't like Bluey? For a projector, it has super amazing audio. I can't believe. The other one's so staticky, like you can never go back once you get this one. Wow. So bright. And it's not even dark time. For testing these projectors side by side, who is the Lumina X4 actually for? The no-name projector may still work for someone who wants an expensive projector for an occasional use in a completely dark room, and it does not mind connecting with external streaming devices or manually have to adjust the picture quality every time you move it. The Lumina X7 makes more sense for somebody who wants a brighter, more polished, all-in-one experience. You are getting a native 1080 resolution with 4K. It has a decoding support, stronger ambient light performance, automatic focus, huge one, less clicks, and a Keystone correction. It has built-in streaming apps, voice control, you can use an air mouse. The Lumia Go Pro app also functions as a remote. There's a rotating design, you can go 180 degrees, and it's noticeably built in better sound quality. Amazing. The three biggest takeaways are these. Number one, this has 2000 ANSI luminar brightness that makes a real difference when there's indirect ambient light throughout. You will still get a good cinematic results in a dim or dark environment. So that is awesome. Second, the automatic focus, the Keystone correction, the screen fitting, the rotating design makes this projector significantly easier to move and set up. With this generation, less clicks helps your memory and helps you function better. So third, the smart controls. It's not just gimmicks. The Air Mouse and the Lumina Go app generally makes searching, typing, and navigating faster, especially when you're hosting. You don't want to be pressing letter by letter. Overall, the Lumia 7 is not only offering a larger, brighter image, it's reducing the setup time and eliminating extra devices and adjustments commonly required with just basic projectors. So after comparing both of these projectors in real world conditions, that convenience combined with brighter picture is the biggest reason why I'm choosing the Lumina X7. Definitely recommend this. Let me know in your thoughts. Let me know if you have one or you have one that you like. But this is definitely one to go to.